Hello. Okay, so we're gonna try this one because this is different than the last two reviews because it's not like a super high and not a super low. This is just a review, and it's on three movies, and it's in preparation for the fourth movie in the new Godzilla Cinematic Universe, I guess, right? Because they're all tied together. So we watched Godzilla, and then we watched uh, Kong, Skull Island, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters. And that's leading to the March release of uh, Godzilla vs. King Kong.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, like, I think that's the title. I mean, that's what's happening. I just didn't remember if it was Kong v Godzilla or whatever.
I don't know. You're the one that was like, "Hey, we gotta watch this," and I was like, "All right, let's do it."
So we watched it. Now, my friend at work, Cornell, said there's a thing called hard takes. Hard takes are like a quick stance on something, and you're very passionate, and like people like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Godzilla. The first one, Godzilla 2014. Bryan Cranston, Walter White's running around. Godzilla's fucking up shit. Awesome, love it. If you don't like it, fuck off. Number two, Kong, Skull Island, Big Monkey. He's Big Monkey. And then Samuel Jackson's there, Loki and Captain Marvel are there, and then John C. Reilly from Step Brothers and all the other things. Dr. Steve Brule, he shows up. Love it. If you don't like it, fuck you. And then Godzilla King of the Monsters. Lots of monsters fighting. Real crazy. Shit's getting nuts. Eleven's in it. And then the lady from The Conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy from Get Out. The dad. Who would have
He's not the guy from Get Out.
He is the guy from Get Out. Okay.
He was in Get Out, but like that's not where.
But he was also in Cabin in the Woods. He was one of the operators in the West Wing, but whatever. Okay. So and that was great. If you don't like, get the fuck out. So those are the hard takes. Now honestly, how'd you feel about Godzilla, the first one, 2014?
Okay. So Godzilla, these are all very man movies.
Oh god.
Number one. And you know what? I'd seen that movie before. I didn't realize, but I had seen it before.
I've never seen it before.
I saw it before in theaters.
Oh my god.
But I forgot. So that's kind of...
So new.
That kind of said something about...
It's new to you. Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. It wasn't like my top 10, but it wasn't bad. I liked that, what's her face, Wanda was in it.
Oh yes, okay. So in the first one, they have a lot of stars in these movies thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like big monster movie, and you'd think you really don't need star power in it. Like it's not like you.
Go ahead.
Not like Bryan Cranston was the reason to come and watch Godzilla 2014, but it was definitely nice to see Walter White there. And then you've got which is kind of weird. Quicksilver plays his son, and then Wanda is the wife.
Yeah.
So Wanda is married to Quicksilver in this movie.
Yeah, weird.
And then that's not the end of the Marvel cameos, because in the next movie it's Loki and Captain Marvel. But
are those the only two? Because I thought that there was.
Oh well, Samuel Jackson. He's.
Oh yeah.
He's Nick Fury.
Yeah, but I think that when I first watched it in the theaters, I remember being like very disappointed because I was like, you don't see enough of Godzilla. It's all shadow and like, you know, he gets lit up by flares and that's it. And it's like I wanted to see more of Godzilla, but I think that maybe I had like gone to the bathroom at a pivotal point or something, because rewatching it now, I was much more satisfied with how much Godzilla I saw.
But I will say, since we've watched all three now, in prep for the next one that'll be on HBO Max end of March, you see Godzilla a good amount in the first one, but probably not as much as some people might want or whatever. But by the time you get to Godzilla King of the Monsters, there is everything. like Godzilla's there, and all the major monsters from when you were. I mean, okay, so for me, when I was little, I watched I watched the originals or whatever on USA, or like
Mm.
Up All Night is what it was called, and then like it was. I'm so old that I had the newspaper, and you look in the sections, and you have to see what time things come on, and this would be like in the night owl range, which is like from like I think it was like 12 to 6 a.m. or something.
I mean, was it like did you have like 3 channels or something?
Yeah, it was only 3 channels, and we had to walk uphill in the snow.
15 miles.
15 miles to change the channel. If you wanted the volume up, you just had to put your listening cone closer to the speaker. But like I loved all that, and it's cool watching these because like they bring back the Mothra song.
Oh yeah, I'm being Mothra, by the way.
Well, she's very cold.
I am really cold.
She's all wound up, or bound. I don't know.
I'm cocooned.
Yes. Okay. So for the first one, we liked it.
Kong was. I think Kong was better than the first Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
I really don't like the whole like.
Oh, John Goodman was in Kong also. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, I like the cast more of Kong, even though Captain Marvel was in it. But I just really don't like the whole like, I don't know, is it a trope of like the main character being some military guy who just got back from deployment, and then he leaves his super loyal military wife to go on this adventure. And I mean, nothing against military people, because thank you for your service. Oh.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Oh no.
That's the comment section.
But I just think it's like overdone.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And like he's like very much like, I'm not part of this mission, but I'm gonna, when he like joins up with the military forces, he's not on duty at that point. But he starts like taking over all their operations, and it's just like,
and like he lives like a fucking cockroach through that movie.
Yeah.
Like there's so
that
many.
happens in all of them.
I know, but like it's so like it's insane. Like he falls off of a bridge, and then like a giant train falls like right so he goes in the water, and then the giant train goes in right after him.
Oh, and this is like a 50-foot drop.
Oh yeah.
And
like
he's fine.
He's dead like the whole time. It's like you're dead, and then he lives the whole time. Because he's special. He's the main character, but
yeah. In contrast, I thought that I felt like I could relate more to the characters in Kong. Like I guess the characters in the first Godzilla, I felt like they were like too perfect. Almost, you know what I mean? Like they did everything right, and like by the book or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas the characters in Kong, like they had flaws that I could relate to.
Okay, I'll give you that. I like John C. Reilly a lot, and like
yeah.
You got to see King Kong's butt.
Yeah.
Which was funny because it's like
also
monkey.
He's a double. He's got 2 parts. The guy who plays King Kong is also has another role in the movie. He's also that one guy, I don't want to spoil it all. I can't remember his name. One of the military guys who's not King Kong.
Can you do me a favor?
Do you want me to look it up?
No. Can you look up the director of the first one? Because I think so. Past all this, when we just finished Godzilla King of the Monsters, Michael Dougherty was the director and writer, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And he did Trick or Treat and Krampus, which are 2 movies we love.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Trick or Treat tattoo on me, so.
Yeah. All right. So the director of the first one is Gareth Edwards.
So he did not direct the whole series. He just directed King of the Monsters. Maybe did he direct Kong?
Let's see.
Sorry, we're doing this on the fly. Boom.
Nope.
Okay, so he directed the third one, which I think is the best one, honestly. But I mean, like, he got to play with all the toys. Like it's so good. Like, you got to play with all the toys, and you see all these monsters emerge and everything, and it's cool because Kong, chronologically, the events of Kong Skull Island take place before Godzilla.
Way before.
Yeah, and then so like the Monarch, what is it, corporation or whatever, organization, agency, that starts with Kong, and then it's established an underground kind of thing in Godzilla, and then in King of the Monsters they're doing like the Robin Hood thing. They're in front of Congress. They're having to explain their actions and shit. And
I thought you meant like stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
No. I'm talking about halting trading.
Robin Hood.
Halting trading when we're trying to go to the moon. So with that, it was interesting to see like the development. I really like this Godzilla Cinematic Universe kind of thing that they got going on over these movies.
Yeah.
And you get to see how the society is handling this, because like you go from no one knows about Titans to holy shit, there's 2 Titans, and then you go to
they're everywhere.
King of the Monsters, and it's like, oh my god, there's a fuck ton of Titans. And do we spoil it? I mean, okay, so like I'm gonna spoil the King of the Monsters a little bit. By the end of the movie, all the monsters, all the Titans have been out, and they're all around, so people know that all the Titans are there. And so like then there's like news clippings that say like things that are going on that are related to Titans. Like some of the Titans are bringing back like things that were dead are coming back, as far as like, because you know they're the predator in that area, making it so that things can regrow. And and then then there's like one headline that's like
they're bringing balance back to the earth because humans have
overpopulated and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and polluted it and everything.
And,
so basically they're killing us off to save the world.
yeah. But and then they also said something about the Titans possibly their ship being energy, being fuel.
Oh, yeah.
So that was good.
They're waste.
Yeah. Okay. So let's rank the 3.
Okay. I think 3 is the best.
Okay,
and then
so
2 and then 1.
King of the Monsters, followed by Kong Skull Island, followed by Godzilla.
Yeah, but I think King of the Monsters is here, and then Kong is like here, and then the first one's like here.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, maybe not that far down, but like pretty far.
Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna say King of the Monsters is the top, easy the top. I don't know with Kong and Godzilla though, because like I really liked a lot of the fight sequences in Godzilla. Kong was really good, but maybe the cast of Skull Island bumped it up a bit. But I mean, like when Godzilla like pulls open the mouth,
that was
like it's pretty awesome. So okay, yeah, I'll put Godzilla, King of the Monsters, followed by Kong Skull Island, followed by Godzilla. So now we're gonna get into the final part real quick, and that is
my favorite part. Wait.
Go ahead. What's your favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part is that they modeled Godzilla after Leia. After our pup.
Oh, look at her face. Look at that face. When you watch Godzilla, when you watch Godzilla, you see this little face right here. This grumpy face. That's Godzilla. Every time I see Godzilla look directly at the camera, I'm like, that's Leia. That's Leia. And that brings us to beyond that. Our predictions.
Oh, our predictions
for how Kong v Godzilla.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Dawn of Justice, Godzilla vs. King Kong. They have the same mom, and it's gonna fuck everything up.
Well, because if Godzilla and Kong were to actually fight.
Okay. Yes, because like what the internet says, it's like, okay, by the time spoilers again. By the time Godzilla King of the Monsters ends, he's got jacked, super jacked power jack. Like his level's fucking insane.
Even if he hadn't got all those power ups, like
Yeah. So and then it's like just like what the internet says, it's like big monkey. Godzilla, radioactive, nuclear, giant lizard monster, big monkey.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean like I think Godzilla would win. You obviously do. How's it actually gonna shake out? I think we're gonna have like a Dawn of Justice type thing where it's Batman v Superman, and they're gonna fight it out.
They have to fight, and then
they stop because they have a common love.
They have a bigger enemy, a bigger threat.
Yes, yeah. But I think that there'll also be a common love because like they're both like champions of humans to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we saw that in all the movies, really.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think you know they'll find a bigger threat, and then they'll have to work together, and that's where we'll end it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, they'll be in a boxing ring, and they'll be like, "Oh, come on, one more time for old time's sake." And then like they both punch at each other, and
yeah,
and then it like freezes, and it's like that's one of the endings of the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, but I gathered.
You gathered it. It's also in Family Guy too. Okay, so yeah, that's.
Sorry, I'm listening.
Sneeze?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's the whole Godzilla series so far. The reboot series, not the old suits.
I feel like we got to go back and watch those.
We can, and they're all on HBO Max. Not an ad, not a plug, but yeah. So those are good too, and it'll be interesting to see how Godzilla vs Kong goes. But I would definitely check out the series. I don't feel like I've wasted any of my time, or like I've enjoyed the entire series. I've enjoyed some more than others, but like all the movies have been great, and I'm looking forward to more from this series or franchise or whatever. But I mean, like, where do you go after you have Godzilla vs King Kong? Like, do you go Mecha Godzilla, or like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'd have to know more of like the original lore.
Yeah, we have to look into it. Son of Godzilla, little rinky dinky dude. But that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Godzilla vs King Kong is coming out at the end of March. Check it out. You got time. We were able to watch.
The first one.
The first one I had to get on Amazon Prime Video. You get it wherever you want, but I got it on Prime Video because it wasn't streaming anywhere. But Kong Skull Island and Godzilla King of the Monsters is both streaming on HBO Max right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, check it out. See ya.